Hello again, guys, it's your boy Vexed again, and we are back for race 2 from Tsukuba circuit in Japan with the Ultimate Racing League's Saturday Swift Cup. So this is a reverse grid going off the race results from the first race. So we got Smurf on pole, we got Pickle in second place, Vexed is in third, we got Mikey in fourth, Smokey Tom fifth, and Vinny is there in sixth. So it looked like Smokey Tom actually the only person going for a set of slicks. I think that's a very brave choice, or very brave strategy there from Smokey Tom. We'll see if it pays off in this one. So let's get into it. The lights are out. They are off. It looked like everyone getting a good start there that time. No one getting a false start. I think Vinny getting a false start in the first race. Vex has moved over to the inside. He's trying to move up them positions. He's actually managed to take. Is he moving up to second place momentarily? That was a nice on board there with Smurf. Smurf in fourth place currently. So we got Pickle in first, Mikey in second, Vexed in third. Smurf is currently fourth. He's trying to make a move on Vexed. Vinny looking for the move on Smurf in fifth. Smokey Tom currently sixth. I think that was to be expected. The track is fairly wet out there. So Pickle still currently the race leader. He is under some sort of pressure now though by Mikey. Mikey looking like he's going to lose that position there to Vexed. I think closest battle at the moment here between Mikey and Vexed. Vexed looking for the inside. He might just be ahead, and he has. He's managed to take that position. Mikey looking for the switchback. Smokey Tom, as expected, he's gone into the pits. He'll be taking on a wet weather set of tyres. Meanwhile, Pickle's starting to try and run away. Starting to try and stretch his legs a bit, create a bit of a gap, some breathing space to Vexed and Mikey. So Vexed has now moved up to second place. He's going to be trying to chase down Pickle now. Obviously, it looks like Mikey almost getting past him there. He almost went up the inside, almost getting the move done, but not quite. Actually under some pressure now by Vinny. Vinny's crept up onto the back of him. Trying to hang off his back bumper. Oh, this is a big lag spike. That was very strange shenanigans. I'll have to contact the X-Files. Smurf currently fifth. Obviously not having a great race in the first race. He's not doing too badly here at the moment, is he? He's trying to stay with the rest of the pack. He's not too far off the back of Vinny there. Obviously he has a big moment. I think he's gone slightly to no. He's managed to save it. So that is going to cost him somewhat, but managing to keep it on track. It looked like Mikey actually getting the move done on Vexed. He has. He's moved ahead. We saw a big lag spike there as well. As I say, these lobbies still very unstable. They definitely need work. They've been alright to some extent, but then they release updates and it seems to go downhill again. So Vex dropping to third place. He's now under some pressure by Vinny. Vinny looking for the move. He's going to go up the inside. He was looking for the inside, wasn't he? But looking like Vex has got the momentum to stay ahead. Maybe getting the better run out that turn 5. As they come into turn 6, looks like Vex going a little bit deep. I think Vinny may be able to get back past. No, not quite. So the front four now, all within a second or two of each other. Pickle is trying to run away, but these three aren't letting him. Oh, as Vinny closes right up onto the back of Vexed again. Not quite close enough to go for a move. Smurf still currently 5th. He's only a couple of seconds behind him as well, isn't he? So maybe he will be able to challenge for some more positions as the race progresses. Only just approaching the 4-minute mark. So Smokey, he is now back out on intermediates, but he is some way off the rest of the pack. can't believe his engineers actually sent him out there on mediums. They could see the conditions, like, it's crazy. Meanwhile, Pickle still currently the race leader. Doing a great job at the moment is Aiden to keep second, third and fourth behind him. In fact, actually starting to create a little bit of a gap again. Oh, it was Mikey. Mikey actually having a little bit of a moment there in the background. Looked like he dipped a couple of wheels onto the grass. That's let Vex get onto the back of him again. He's closed that gap. I think Mikey's going to have to start throwing some defensive shape soon. He has. He's moved over to the inside early. In fact, actually, no going into the pits. So, Pickle, Mikey and Vinny all opting to go into the pits. Vexed is your new race leader. He's opted to stay out. Maybe a brave move there from Vexed. I'm not sure. And Smurf stayed out as well. Moving up to second place. What a fantastic race Smurf is having at the moment. Maybe brave from them two guys though to stay out on the intermediates, I'm not sure. Either very brave or very stupid. Oh, as it looks like Smurf maybe having a bit of a moment, but definitely lag within the lobby again. Pickle currently third place. He's being challenged by Mikey though, so I think, was he ahead? I think he was ahead, wasn't he? He was race leader. In fact, it looks like third place Pickle is starting to creep up onto the back of Gary as well. Maybe Gary actually starting to struggle on them intermediates. Perhaps it'll be the same story for Vexed. Mikey currently fourth place. He's trying to put Pickle under some pressure. Obviously not great conditions out there at the moment. Everyone's going to have their brollies and their wet weather gear on. I'm surprised any of the spectators turned up today at all. We're currently lap 7. Look like Mikey having a bit of a moment there, went a slight bit deep. Vinny's currently in 5th place. He's on a fresh set of wets. So a lot of the guys actually opting to take on a fresh set of wet weather. Well, full wets. Some of the guys staying out on intermediates. Smoky Tom being one of them. Currently 6th place. And he's actually started to catch up now, hasn't he? So after that early error, having to go in the pits very early to change his tyres, he's doing alright at the moment to catch up to the rest of the field. Vex still currently out in 1st place. Oh, looks like Smurf actually dropping down the order there as well. I think maybe he made an error. Coming out the final turn, let's let Pickle and Mikey through. They're going to now start trying to chase this guy down. Looking like he's not doing too badly at the moment. As I say, maybe it was a silly call or a very brave move to stay out on the intermediates, but he's pulling it off at the moment. Pickle, he's moved back up to 2nd place. He started to try and put the hammer down. He's going to be trying to chase down Vexed on them wets, on the full wets. Make the most of that grip advantage that he should technically have. Got a little bit of work to do there if you look at the track map on the top right. Definitely, I think there's got to be around the 20-second mark at the moment, the gap. Pickle still currently in 2nd place, quite comfortably it seems as well. He's actually pulled out a bit of a gap now to Mikey. Mikey's currently 3rd. And we've got Smurf. Smurf is in 4th. Vinny and Smokey actually start to creep up to it. Smokey having a moment in the background, he's gone off. So Smokey managed to catch up to him, but having a slight error there. It's unlucky. But we're currently on board with Smurf. Smurf under some pressure now by Vinny. Maybe not quite feeling it on the intermediates. It'll be interesting to see if he decides to pit and take on the full wets. Currently going for the same strategy as Vexed, who is still currently in 1st place. Smurf still in 4th. Vinny. Vinny's crept up onto the back of him, isn't he? I think Gary maybe having a couple of slight mishaps, and it's looking like he went slightly deep there as well. That's allowed Vinny to close the door again, close the gap again. Gary is going to have to start throwing some defensive shapes. Going to have to start covering that inside, isn't he? I'm sure Vinny's going to be looking for the move, as it is absolutely bucking it down out there now. Smoky Tom, I think he's had another mistake, hasn't he? In fact, no, he's gone in, he's taken on the full wets. Had enough of them intermediates. But he's lost that gap now, hasn't he? He started closing the gap, and then, yeah, he's decided to, oh my god, look at that rain! Absolutely torrential out there now. Vex still bravely out on the intermediates. Not sure how he's making that work. As it is absolutely bucketing it down. Pickle still not managing to quite close that gap yet. He is on the full wets. But you may as well grab some oars and a rudder. Or a frog suit. Mikey, he's managed to close that gap again slightly, hasn't he? Or has he? In fact, no, I think the gap's the same as it has been. I think we could just start to see Vinny's headlights in the background now. Might be able to see him as he come down the start-finish straight. Not quite. Oh no, there he is. So just creeping into the shot was Vinny in 4th. He's got Smurf not too far behind him in 5th. Smoky Tom all the way at the back now in 6th. So Vex still race leader. Definitely not feeling the pressure at the moment. I think he's just trying to remain consistent. Pickle. I think he's actually managed to create a bit more of a gap now to Mikey, who sat behind him in 3rd place. So I think it's looking like the wet's not actually giving Pickle the advantage he hoped they might. Nearly halfway through this race. Mikey still trying to close that gap. Still currently 3rd place, as it looks like the track is starting to dry up somewhat. So maybe the guys on the wets are actually going to be looking to possibly change to intermediates again. So maybe that was a great strategy call there from Vex to stay out on the intermediates. Does look like the main rain has passed, doesn't it? Vinny's still currently in 4th. A little way off the back of Mikey though, but Mikey has just gone into the pits. Oh, Vinny's followed him in. So Smurf, what does he do? He's on the intermediates. I think he thinks he can stay out, so I'll be surprised to see him go in, and he has. He stayed out. Also opted in for the same strategy as Vex. I think he's going to make them positions back up. He may move back up to 3rd place, and he has. Has he? No, Mikey's come out just ahead of him. Smurf moving up to 4th. And what's the gap to him and Vinny? So the gap to Vinny's not too much again. Vinny is now behind Smurf again. Now out on fresh intermediates. And you can see the track is really starting to dry up now, isn't it? So it'll be interesting. I think the weatherman did say there would be another weather front coming in, but it might not. You never know. Weather is very sporadic. Smoky Tom. Has he managed to close that gap now? I think he has. I think he started to creep back up onto the back of Vinny. He may be able to salvage a position or two. Looking like his car's taking a bit of a beating. So Vex still race leader. He stayed out through that horrendous rain on the intermediates, and it looks like it's started to pay off somewhat now. I think he started to creep away from Pickle again. But it does sound like, I think I can hear rain again. So Vex well and truly on it at the moment. He's managed to stay consistent and it's paid off. Pickle not managing to close that gap yet. He stayed out on the wets. I don't think he wanted the gap to really get any bigger. I think he still fancies a chance to fight for that first position. Obviously he's only got 12 minutes left to do so now. I do expect their lap times to start coming down again as well, as the track is definitely starting to dry again, isn't it? And I thought I heard some rain, but maybe only a slight shower. So it'd be interesting to see if there's any more pits, or if the guys take these tyres to the end of the race. Obviously, I think Pickles will be a bit of a disadvantage if he doesn't opt to change them again. Being on the full wets, they will start to wear out a lot quicker as they heat up. Mikey currently 3rd place. That gap, he's kind of lost that gap now, hasn't he? Or he's lost well, he's definitely lost Pickle now. Pickle is quite a way ahead. I think actually Mikey opted to pit, didn't he? He was the first of the 3 pitters who opted to get rid of the full wets and take on intermediates, it looks like. So Mikey is now currently on the intermediates. His wipers have just come on. I don't know if that's from the spray, from the wetter line on the track, or if that is another weather front coming in. It could well be. So Vinny is now trying to close the gap to Mikey up ahead, but he's also got Smurf, it looks like, to contend with as well. I think Vinny as well, he pitted, didn't he? Took on a fresh set of intermediates. Opting to get rid of them full wets. And Pickle he's crucially, Pickle is now pitted. So that gap to Vexed is going to get even bigger. I think Vexed is going to be rubbing his hands at this point. I'm not sure whether we'll see a pit from him or not. We've got Smurf here in 5th place. He's opted to stay out. It looked like he was going to take the pits there, but maybe opting to try and take the wetter line. Try and save some of them intermediates. As Pickle comes out of the pits, it looked like Vinny has closed right up onto the back of him. We're going to have to go on board with them two up ahead. And he has, so you can see there Pickle, he's come back out on fresh intermediates. And Vinny not far off him. So Mikey's moved through to 2nd place. Vinny trying to chase him down. He's trying to use the wetter line of the track. He doesn't want to go into the pits, does he, and take on another fresh set? Or is he? It looks like he might. No, he stayed out. Smurf still currently 5th place. He's on fairly heavily worn intermediates as well. Taking a slightly deeper line through that last turn to try and pull his tyres down a bit, it looked like. Smoky Tom not really managing to catch up to the rest of the field yet. Obviously having that bad start and then a couple of moments, and it looks like it's really cost him. Unlucky race in race 2 for Smokey. Meanwhile Vexed, he's still out on them very heavily worn intermediates now. I do expect we will see him pit, as he has most definitely got a free pit now, hasn't he? I think he can get away with pitting and he still will come out ahead of the rest of the pack. As Smurf's gone in now, he's going to be getting rid of them worn intermediates. I think Vex might do the same. He's going to do it this lap, isn't he, surely? And he does. So Vex has dove into the pits. I'm not sure what compound he'll be putting on Mikey. Mikey's still out on them very, very heavily worn intermediates. Big lag spike there. Looked like he'd gone off, but he was around there quite comfortably. As it looks like Pickle and Vinny. I thought Vinny was going for a move, but he was just moving over onto the wetter line again. Pickle putting in a purple sector there. Mikey with the current fastest lap of 1.01.072. 101.072. And he's actually done a faster one, so 101.017 for Pickle. He's definitely putting the hammer down now, isn't he? Using the advantage of them intermediates and the dry line now. Looking like it is starting to rain again. Looks like the guys have all got their wipers on again. And as I said, I thought he would. Vexed has come out of the pits ahead of Mikey, so we've got a free pit stop there. Managing to extend that gap enough so we could pit quite comfortably and still retain the race lead. Vinny currently 4th. He had caught up onto the back of Pickle. No, he's had a moment. I think that's going to cost him. It looked like he went deep. I think he has as well. I think that gap to Pickle has now opened up. He was right on his bumper pretty much, wasn't he, at one point, but Smoky Tom actually now getting back past Smurf, so he's moved up to 5th place. He is on quite heavily worn intermediates now. I think he's going to look to try and get them to the end of the race. I'm sure he's not going to be wanting to pit after the work he's put in to try and salvage a position or two. Oh no, and he has, so Smurf is going to move back through to 5th place. He's on a fresh set of intermediates. Actually not had a bad couple of races tonight as Smurf. Currently top 5. Smoky Tom is going to come out in 6th place again. He's just had a bad evening tonight, hasn't he? With Smoky, well, definitely a bad second race. I think the first race he did quite well, didn't he? Vex still currently race leader. I think he's still got quite a handsome gap as well to Pickle and Mikey in 2nd and 3rd. So Pickle, has actually moved through to 2nd place. We're going to have to go on board and have a look at that battle quickly, aren't we? Actually got a bit of a gap now to Mikey, so he was putting in them purple sectors, wasn't he? Getting them fastest laps. And it's paid off. He's well and truly been getting the hammer down. He's managed to get past Mikey, moved up to 2nd place. He's going to be trying to close that gap now to Vex, but not too sure if he's got the time to do so. He's got 4 minutes, just under. And the rain is starting to fall again. You can hear it, it's starting to get harder. So he's still doing his utmost, isn't he, to try and close that gap, but I'm not sure he's going to manage to do so. Vex is still quite a way up the road. He's got Mikey and Vinny. Vinny actually managed to get past Mikey now as well, so Mikey dropping to 4th place. Vinny has moved through to 3rd. Vinny is on some very heavily worn intermediates now though. I think they are definitely going to be taking these tyres to the end of the race. Being a 30-minute race, the pit window has closed now. So he's done well to take that 3rd place, but be interested to see. Oh, in fact, Mikey's eating his tyres already, so I think that is crucial. Mikey unable to pit now. I think he's going to have to just try and deal with it to the end. I don't think he's going to get back past Vinny now. He's going to have to settle for that 4th position. He's got quite a gap to Gary, so I don't think he's going to lose that 4th place. Gary is currently 5th. He's on some fresh intermediates, but not really able to make the most of them now. Obviously in the dying stage of this race. And Smokey, he's going to have to actually put the work in though, isn't he, to keep ahead of Smokey. It looks like Smokey is starting to try and get onto the back of him. He wants to try and retake that 5th position, try and salvage a place, get into that top 5. But it does look like his car is definitely carrying battle scars, or is that mountains? I'm not sure. So in fact, what I said was battle scars before, damage to his car may in fact be part of his library. I'm not entirely certain. But there he is, currently 6th place. And this is going to be the final lap, I think, for some of the guys. As we are in the final minute, so we'll go on board with the race leader. In fact, he may get to do another lap, I'm not sure. possibly even cross the finish line before the 30-minute mark. We'll stay and wait and see. But it looked like the strategy paid off tonight for Vex, so at least in the second race, he chose to take the intermediates from the start of the race. He stayed out on them through the very heavily wet stage, whilst the others pitted, and he has actually got through again to do a victory lap. So I think is Pickle going to get through? Pickle's managed to get through as well. So it's going to be Vinny, isn't it? So Vinny finishing in third place. Great racing there from Vinny. Mikey's going to take fourth. Smurf, he's currently fifth, but he's got Smokey all over the back of him. Is Smokey going to get past him? Oh, he's gone slightly deep. He's indicating. What is he indicating for? I'm not sure why. He's let Smokey take that position. He looked like he just moved over for him. So Smokey moving through to fifth place. He's going to keep it there. Smurf looking like he's going to try and come back through the final turn, but I think he's done just enough. And he has, so shocking start there, but salvaging it. Smokey Tom 5th place, Smurf is 6th. And here comes your race leader. He's going to take the checkered flag. First win for Vexed in the Swift Cup. Great strategy, great racing there. Pickle. And Pickle coming around the final turn now. He's going to take that second place on the podium. That was a great drive there from Pickle. Just not quite able to close that gap in the end. Well, that was race 2 from round 4, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. I've been your boy Vex. Good night.